four that I have explained up till now were the types of vegetation which had been categorized on the basis of rainfall distribution. The last two, which is mountain and tidal forests, are based on their location or relief. So mountain forests are also called mixed forest. The reason is that on the entire slopes of the mountain, as you move from the foothill upwards, the type of vegetation changes mainly because the temperature changes. We all know temperature falls as we move upwards, and gradually as the temperatures decrease, the type of trees growing, their leaves become smaller and smaller, and ultimately from being broad-leaved trees, they become coniferous trees. Somewhere between 2000 to 3000 meters altitude, the variety starts changing from deciduous to coniferous. That is the most important thing that you have to keep in mind. The rainfall distribution is not that important for this type of vegetation, even though in your book they have mentioned it gets rainfall between 150 to 250 centimeters. It's not very essential. Areas, of course, will be the areas where Himalayas are found. So that obviously will include Kashmir or Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, you have Uttarakhand or Uttaranchal. Then as we move towards the northeast, you have Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. In peninsular India also we have the western and the eastern Ghats and Nilgiri and Namalai Hills. So on the higher altitudes of these particular mountains which are there in the peninsular India also. Characteristics are mentioned in your book. One, that they contain or consist of mixed deciduous and coniferous forests, and that they are found in the transition zone of the two. Now the species that they have described are only for the coniferous variety of trees, and they have mentioned spruce and cedar in the north and eucalyptus in the Nilgiri. They have also mentioned further oak, laurel, bamboo, poplar, birch, walnut, elm and cinchona. However, the three main trees and the uses that they have mentioned, which you will add in your table, are the cheer pine. The uses are extraction of resin and turpentine, and also for making packing cases for tea. Silver fir, which is used for making paper, pulp, matches, planking and packing cases. And devdar, which is used for railway sleepers and house construction. The last type of vegetation is called tidal / mangrove / littoral. That means there are three names to this type of vegetation, where the trees found are very unique. If you can see carefully picture 6.9, especially those who have got their own books, you can observe that there are trees in the background, that is a darker color background, whereas if you see in the foreground, in the front portion, it will appear as if there are some bamboo sticks stuck into the ground. Now these are not bamboo sticks, but these are actually the roots of the trees which are found in tidal forest. Since these trees grow in the delta, which is submerged in water, particularly during high tide, these trees and their roots have to adapt themselves to this excessive amount of water, and for this purpose, their roots, after penetrating down into the ground to fix the trees, turn upwards and grow vertically up to come above the level of the water, and this is to get air. These roots that you see are called pneumatophores. On page 146, there is an error in the spelling, and so you please make sure that you have corrected the spelling as I have written it with pencil again. So the main characteristic, as I mentioned earlier, is that they have pneumatophores or breathing roots. The second characteristic given in your book is that its stilts-like roots remain submerged under water but can be seen at low tide, and this tangled mass of root helps the plant to survive in the shifting mud of coastal regions. And these forests are very dense. So all these three characteristics are important and are often questioned in the board. For the areas, since they are found only in the delta, you will not have any entire state covered under this type of vegetation. So you have to make sure that when you write the areas, you will mention in the deltas for whatever state you are saying, in the river deltas of Mahanadi, in the state of Orissa, or in the river delta of Ganga Brahmaputra in West Bengal, And in the same way, they mentioned Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and even in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, you have the pneumatophores or these kind of tidal forests. The most important tree found over here is called the Sundari tree, so much so that the entire forest in the Ganga Delta has been named after this tree and is therefore called the Sundar Ban. Apart from this, you have Gurjan and Hintal. Gurjan was also mentioned in the evergreen forest, and another feature of Gurjan being evergreen is also that they are trees which grow pneumatophores. That means they are also found in the tidal vegetation. They have mentioned some more names, Keora, Agar, and Rhizophora. There's one more tree after that they mentioned, which is the Casuarina tree. So the most important name that you need to remember, children, will be the Sundari tree and any other name that you want to write with the uses. For the uses of Sundari, Gurjan or Hintal, apart from boat building, you can also add house construction. That can also be added in the uses of these trees.